Well, apart from the odd passing mention, this Triton project we got going on here has just lurked in the background and probably been spotted when I made videos about various other things. It's been lurking in the background there, and I think I made the odd video about it over the years. It has been very much a stalled project for a number of reasons actually. Myself and my brother and my father were building it together for my father, and in each of our three lives other things took over and got in the way, and this has just sort of stood around gathering dust. But once the engine was put in the shortened frame cradle, we lifted it up here onto this table or bench and set it up on those wooden blocks and ratchet strapped it down firmly on them, basically so that we could get at it to fit the forks, obviously the top and bottom yokes, the forks, the wheel and so on, and likewise with the swing arm and rear wheel and mudguard and seat, oil tank, all that sort of stuff, which sort of pretty much brought it to how you see it now. In recent times we've been working on getting some engine plates that look respectable and fastening them on. We're not finished yet. We've got quite an overhang of thread there, and what we're going to do is we'll shorten this. It's not ideal, I know. It's thread bar from end to end. The original stud that passed through it as a Norton is now too short because we've got these engine plates sticking out that bit further obviously, and this wouldn't have reached. But we're going to get domed, cut it shorter and get dome nuts over the ends of that, so that'll look a bit nicer. Obviously we only have to cut one end, we can slacken the nut off and shove it through a bit, so we'll have nice domed nuts there, a bit like what you see on a gearbox outer cover, but obviously a bit bigger. We need to get it down. Obviously I've been in situations like this before actually, where you got an engine and then you stick it in a frame and then bit by bit you put it together. In fact, the Scrambles Cub replica is an example. And then all of a sudden, on a table, you've got what is almost a pretty complete bike. And then you're faced with, right, well, we need to get it down. It was easier to get up there when it was all in bits and I assembled it, and now we've got a big heavy motorbike up there. So today could be the day of reckoning. I've been doing a bit of clearing up on the table again, in passing in other videos where there might be a passing or fleeting glance. I had all sorts of junk piled up here, so I've cleared most of that. A few little bits and pieces still to move to clear the decks. But what the plan is, hopefully, and I had thought about it initially, I wanted to put the trolley jack underneath the engine with a piece of wood on the cup, and with a couple of us one either end of the bike supporting it and someone operating a jack in the middle, jack it up and obviously spin it round 90 degrees, because what I want to do is have it facing the bike lift so that when it's facing forwards towards me we can get either side of it, support it, roll it down a suitable little bit of ramp, probably one of these that we got here that I'll connect the table to the bike lift with, and roll it down onto the bike lift, which of course will be raised, and then we should be in business to carry on working on it and moving it about. I put a scaffolding board there under the front wheel, thinking that it'll help when we try and slew the bike round. And then I had a light bulb moment, and we're going to try it actually. Hopefully it won't all end up on the floor and on top of us. But this whole lot here is on top of a bit of carpet or rug. And what I plan to do with my father is obviously undo the ratchet strap that's fastening the frame down to the wooden blocks. And we're going to get an end of the rug each and try and skid it round on the smooth metal surface of the table, and hopefully we might be able to turn this thing 90 degrees with it still on the wooden blocks. Then once it's facing the right way, we can support it suitably and wheel it down onto the bike lift, clamp the front wheel in, and we're in business. Anyway, that's the plan. If we're not all dead and broken later on, hopefully we might start seeing a bit more progress on this project, and there will be stuff going on that I'll be sharing on YouTube if we get out of this phase in one piece. So watch this space, everybody, if you're interested.